Defense Minister Rajnath Singh in Rajya Sabha said that China does not recognize the traditional customary alignment of the line of actual control with India and that the recent conduct of PLA troops reflects a disregard of bilateral agreements between the two sides. Rajnath Singh added that China has built up war machines and troops near LAC and continues to illegally occupy a large area of Ladakh. Union Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan has said that there are expectations that a vaccine for coronavirus will be available in the country by the beginning of next year. He said the Prime Minister has been personally monitoring the COVID-19 situation in the country. Harshvardhan said that an expert group is looking at vaccine procurement and distribution and that India has advanced planning in place. The government on Thursday said it did not incur any expenses for the Howdy Modi event in the US city of Houston in September last year and that it was organized by a not-for-profit group. Prime Minister Narendra Modi received a thunderous reception at the event where he was accompanied by US President Donald Trump and both addressed a crowd of over 50,000 Indian Americans at the event on September 22, 2019. Union Home Minister Amit Shah was discharged from Delhi's All India Institute of Medical Sciences Hospital on Thursday, 4 days after he was readmitted for a checkup after recovering from COVID-19. The BJP leader was admitted to AIIMS on Sunday night, nearly 2 weeks after he was discharged from the hospital. He may attend Parliament from Monday. Actress Kangana Ranaut attacked 90s actress Urmila Matondkar, calling her a soft porn star. Kangana lashed out at Urmila for pulling faces and making a mockery about Kangana's struggles in an interview. Urmila alleged Kangana was taking on the Maharashtra government for a ticket from the BJP. Kangana retorted that if Urmila, who contested general elections as a Congress candidate, could get a ticket, then so could she. The governor of Nigeria's Kaduna state has signed a law saying men convicted of rape will face surgical castration and anyone raping a child under age of 14 will face the death penalty. Governor Nasir Ahmed El-Rufai said the drastic penalties are required to help further protect children from serious crime. Reported cases of rape in Nigeria have risen dramatically during the months of coronavirus restrictions.